Welcome to Crit to Block, your home for competitive Star Wars Legion. Today's game will feature Chris Lawton and Richard Lavery in an 800-point game of Star Wars Legion. Now, let's take a look at those armies. Today's clone army will be Clone Commander Cody with aggressive tactics, hunter, targeting scopes, a generic clone commander, 3 BARC speeders with the RPS gunner, a Phase 1 with 5s, a Phase 1 with Z6 and Medic, a Phase 1 with Z6 and Boyle, and a full ARC Trooper squad with Echo and targeting scopes. 9 activations and 800 points on the dot.
Today I'm going to be playing the Shadow Collective Army led by Gar Saxon with Hunter, Offensive Push, his Shield, and his Blaster Rifle. A Pike Syndicate Capo with Vigilance and Electro Binoculars. 2 Pike Syndicate Foot Soldiers with the Disruptors and the regular Pike Syndicate Foot Soldier. 2 Mandalorian Super Commandos with the Commando Gunslinger and their shields. 2 Swoop Bikes with Emergency Transponders, and a Black Sun with a Magdat and the Black Sun Vigo. Totaling at 9 activations, $7.99. As the Shadow Collective player, I have decided to be blue. At the top, we've got Disarray, Major Offensive, Advanced Positions, and Battle Lines. We're playing Payload, Bombing Run, Key Position, and Breakthrough. Rounding out the deck, I've got Clear Conditions, Rapid Reinforcements, Supply Drop, and Minefield. As blue player, I'm going to go ahead and be fun and get rid of Clear Conditions for these clone players.
Well, I hate playing Disarray, so we're going to get rid of Disarray.
And I do want my Mandos to be in there quick, so I'm going to go Major Offensive.
I got 3 BARCs. Bombing Run seems pretty fun. Let's give that a try.
All right, so we're playing Advanced Positions, Bombing Run, and Rapid Reinforcements. Terrain for today's game, all of the Sith Temple terrain is heavy cover. The individual crystals are light. Any crystal that is on the mud-looking terrain is area light. And then the temple at the end is heavy cover. For Bombing Run Advanced Positions, I have my swoops right here. And then Gar Saxon is hidden behind, as well as 1 Pike Syndicate Foot Soldier. The Pike Syndicate Capo, scouted 1 to be behind this piece of terrain, as well as this Pike Syndicate Foot Soldier. And then I have a Mandalorian squad over in the corner. The Mandalorian squad plus both of my swoop bikes are going to be my bomb carriers. And then in Rapid Reinforcements, I have the other Mandalorian squad and the Black Sun Enforcers.
For the Republic, we kind of have a nice little clone ball in the center. We've got Cody, the generic commander, Boyle's squad, the ARC Troopers, and 5's squad. All 3 BARCs are kind of in a position to be able to run to their respective edges and drop off the bombs, because each one of them does have one of the bombing run bombs. And then the Z6 with the medic is sitting in my rapid reinforcements.
Turn 1 card flip.
Air support.
Discretion.
So Cody got an order from the command card. He then directed to a BARC. The generic clone commander then shouted at 5's unit, who said, "We don't want to be yelled at," and also gave an order to the ARC Troopers. Aggressive Tactics gives 4 Surge tokens out. Echo Squad gets a Surge token because Echo, and then Target 1 on Cody gives him a name.
On the Shadow Collective side, I used my card to give 2 orders out, 1 to each of the swoops, and then with the other action, I was able to pass a dodge to the swoop in the front because I only ordered 2 units. Gar has his shield, nothing else. The Pikes have a dodge, and then the Capo has a dodge, and the other Pike squad has a dodge, and then Independent triggered, and the Mandos over here have an aim.
Cody will be activating first. We're going to go ahead and just move up to here, as one does.
You sure about the decision? You want to get closer to my army, right?
I've thought about it quite a bit, but I'm sitting at range 4, pretty nice of anything I want. You're right. I'll come back just a little bit. You know, you've scared me into it. So we're going to go ahead and just take a rifle shot at that back swoop bike and then go into our air support to the dice box. Into the swoop bike, I'm rolling 2 red, a black, and a white. We have lethal 1 and surge to crit. Heavy cover on that swoop. There's 1 crit. We're going to go ahead and spend the aim here and reroll all 3 because we have targeting scopes on. Heavy cover will take 2 of those away. It'll be 2 going into your swoop bike.
All right. Rolling white dice. We are surge to block on these super sweeps. Crit to block, that is. So says the card. And we'll block 1 and take 1.
Okay, great. We're going to go right into air support then. So we're going to start by targeting the front swoop, going into Gar, and then targeting the back swoop. So 2 black and a red. No sharpshooter or anything. Still surge to crit here. So nothing there. Into Gar. It'll force 1.
We'll go ahead. Actually, we'll just go ahead and tap Gar's shield.
Okay, tap in the shield, and then into the back swoop. It will force none.
I'm going to go ahead and activate the swoops here. They're speed 3. There's no suppression because they're a hover vehicle. So compulsory. If I can get it in there. Oh, yeah, there she is. Going for 1.
Howard.
2. Oh, for sure, because this objective-based game, right?
So they keep saying.
Number 3.
You dropping that bomb too?
Oh yeah, we'll just take it to our face. We do have a dodge, but we are at range 1, so we'll drop that bad boy. Put this other guy here.
Lovely.
And end our turn.
To the stack, we got support.
Who would have guessed?
Not me. There's a lot of different tokens in that stack, actually.
Where's your improv?
Yeah, I don't have it. Not enough points. We're going to also start out with a compulsory move. We're going to follow that up with a regular move, and we're going at speed 2 because we have a sidecar attached. I think then we're just going to pray to the dice gods and throw our rocket at Gar Saxon and just, load him up with some more suppression. To the dice box. A single rainbow into heavy cover is 1 crit.
Left-handed, y'all. We're good. Yeah, he surges. We're good. Going to the stack. It is a commander. I've got 2 options. I think I'm going to go with Gar Saxon before he gets loaded up with too much suppression because Richard has ideas of just trying to panic him.
What?
So
No.
We've got 2 white dice. He doesn't remove any. Oh, wow. Good thing he's
What a shame.
What a shame. So now I can't move and shoot. Oh, that's going to hurt. I think for now I'm just going to play it safe, and we're just going to slide out of line of sight and hang out for this round.
Interesting. It's time for this bark with the face-up order token. Things aren't going the way I had initially planned, so we're going to just kind of figure it out on the fly here. Compulsory move to here. We're then going to go ahead and perform a speed 2 move.
You scared of those Mandos in the corner, right?
Well, yeah, because they have the Pierce gun on them, and that's just a little bit more terrifying than I want it to be. And we've made it to range 3 of pikes, and range 3 of pikes is always a good time to be shooting. So to the dice box to shoot some range 3 pikes. Double rainbow, rolling surge to hit. We'll see what we can do into heavy cover dodge pikes. Well, that's really good. So heavy cover drops 2. That's 3 crits.
We're going to dodge one of those crits.
Yeah, because you're a pike. So dodge a crit. That's still 2.
Yep, and we drop all my dice. Here comes 2 whites. And we'll block both. Left-handed rolling. Back to the stack. Trying to pull too many. It is a core. I'm going to go ahead with that pike that Richard shot. We're rolling off to see if the suppression comes off. It doesn't.
Can you roll your defense dice like that instead of your suppression?
No, let's just keep it on the table with blanks.
Yeah, okay.
And the box will be great. I am going to, because they are only courage 1, so I'm only going to get 1 action. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot back at that same squad. If I'm at range 3 and they were at range 3, I do have 1 aim from cached aim. So to the dice box. All right, that is, I'm going to say all right 3 more times in this episode, I promise. It is 7 black, 1 red. We do Have one aim. Left-handed again.
Heavy cover. You've got to be kidding me. How's
All right.
left-handed working like this?
Alrighty, I've got an aim. Let's re-roll it. Let's see what happens. Oh, and we do not surge, so heavy cover will negate 2. So that is 1, 2,
5.
3, 4, 5. Math.
Well, I put 5 dice on the side because I thought I'd need it. I have 1 surge token. I take 1 wound, so I feel okay about that. To the stack. Let's draw a core this time. Nope, that's bark. Well,
that's exactly what we wanted. All the barks to go early.
Yeah,
so I don't have to
isn't
worry about
great.
bombs turn 1.
So, guess what we're going to do is start with our compulsory move up to here. This is not the ideal situation, but so be it. And then we're going to go ahead and perform a move to there. We're going to just measure some ranges. Did we make it to 3 of the pikes? Yeah, we did.
I would concur.
So, to the dice box. Heavy cover. Once again, we have double rainbow. Surge to hit, heavy cover. No dodges this time, but they do have a suppression. 1 after cover.
All right, rolling 2. Hey,
Ooh, a wound.
A wound. Back to the stack. It's that Mando squad in the corner. We are not ready to be super aggressive just yet, because I don't really want to walk into a huge firing squad.
What firing squad?
We'll do a partial move right up to here. Make sure I bring my bomb with me. And then our second action will be to take a dodge.
Seems smart. To the stack. Trooper? No. Commander. Clone Commander. We're going to go ahead and bolster, because that seems like a good idea. And we're going to go ahead and bolster this unit, Boyle's unit, that doesn't have a surge token. And we'll go ahead and bolster... What can you shoot at? Let's bolster this bark over here, just in case someone gets cheeky with them. And we're just going to move up and be nice and safe back there.
All of that seems extremely, extremely intelligent. Back to the stack. It is another core. We'll have to go with the other Pike squad. I was really hoping to draw that commander, so maybe I could get an aim token. I'm not ready to move. Oh, well. No. All right, we're just going to take a range 4 shot and then move towards all of the other barks. We do have a cash aim. So range 4 to the dice box. I have 2 blacks and a red with 1 aim if I want to use it. And I'm going to use that aim. Nope. Just going to go away for heavy cover. Since I didn't move them before we went to the dice box, let's move them afterwards. They're just going to move this way to help maybe pick up bombs in a few turns.
You wish. To the stack.
It's going to be a core, right?
Well, it has to be a core at this point. You know, I've only been fishing for it long enough. We're going to go with this green squad because I quite literally have to. And we're going to go to speed right there. Speed 2 right there. And we're going to keep most of these lovely individuals kind of hiding behind this piece of terrain here. Including the Z6 heavy weapon, that makes the most sense. And also including Boyle, that also makes sense.
All those good characters.
Yeah, you know, trying to be intelligent here. And then take that range 3 shot and just go crit fishing to the dice box. 5 black, 6 white with a surge token. Heavy cover. Crit fishing.
Oh,
ooh,
there's a bunch of crits in there.
Look at that, 3 crits. And you know what? We're gonna spend that surge token to make it a hit, and then heavy cover takes 2 and force 4.
Alrighty, so I get to roll 6 white dice. We do surge, left-handed, and we'll block 2. Take 4.
Take 2.
Take 2 to the stack. It is my other special forces. I am.
Where are they airdropping?
They were contemplating behind your lines, but you've got too many things that haven't activated yet. So I am just going to pop in right here and be a menace next round.
Not my flank. Final act in the stack is a core, and that's my airdrop unit. And they're just going to come to this lovely predetermined location over here to deal with a Mando bomb carrier and see what they can do in some heavy cover. We might actually be just a little bit further back because you just have to be at range 3 to shoot you. So let's go with that.
At the stack, it is my commander. I'm going to go with this only other option that I have here as I illegally move terrain around. He is
Cheater.
not ready to get into the fight either. I am going to simply double move him, so maybe he can help. Yeah, because I will have to double move. Help next round.
If they're still there.
Oh yeah, that might be smart. But
Oh, I'm sharing my plans. Whoops.
Yep. Don't let the cat out the bag before. So yeah, I'm going to continue
The
with
cat?
these decisions.
Don't you mean the cat out of the box?
Cat out the box. Exactly.
Prize Squad is up next. We need to get them into position to be doing more things next round. And thanks to good old clone sharing and ARC Troopers still needing to go, we're going to go ahead and take an aim to be able to share with our friends.
We went to the stack. All I got left is that other squad of Black Suns.
Where they're dropping.
They are going to come over here. Make sure we are outside of range 2 with everybody, so we will just be in your face.
That's not good.
All right, that's them.
It sure is, isn't it? ARC Troopers, last thing I have to do. Echo's lovely little squad is going to go ahead and just move as far on up as we can get, touching the bomb, just in case some tricky person tries to do something a little sneaky, a little shenanigan-y. Let's make sure we're actually in coherency. Looks good. Go ahead and move
I'm
him.
not sneaky at all.
Yeah, okay.
As a DM would say, he's being sneaky.
I got tactical 1 because I'm an ARC Trooper and we have a potential second aim. We're going to shoot those pikes and take that heavy weapon and hopefully drop it down to just a single model. So to the dice box. At this range, we have 2 red, 4 black. Sharpshooter 1 brings it down to light cover. We have a total of 2 possible aims, lethal 1, 2 surge tokens, and critical 1. The targeting scopes as well. So this should do a lot.
And that was a mouthful.
It took a minute to get through. So we'll go ahead and spend an aim for lethal at some point. Spend our other aim to reroll this die, which is a hit. Light cover will take 1. You're looking at 5, pierce 1.
Alrighty, so I do have 3 suppression on them. So I will add an additional 2. So it'll be a total of 7 white dice. Rolling left-handed, feeling lucky. And we missed 1, but I don't think it's going to matter. That was a hit.
Well, with Pierce, it'll still do enough. It'll do the maximum 2 that I can do to the squad.
So we'll just have the unit leader left. All I've got left is a bike.
What are they doing? Getting into the fight, right?
Of course.
Running right at the line?
Yes, driving right in, even though they would have that ability to just crash.
You don't want to use overrun?
Not yet. That'll be late game overruns. We're going to come all the way forward as far as we can and get as cheeky as we can and push this guy forward, making sure to bring my bomb. That's me.
Makes sense.
All right, that bomb is going to go off. It'll hit the bikes. I think it'll actually hit pretty much everybody. Yep, I didn't think about that. It's going to hit everybody over in that corner. So this could be bad. First squad will take 2. I do have a dodge, so I'll burn the dodge on that first swoop. We'll roll 1 white die. And 8 will take a wound. Mando squad has 2 shields. And we're going to have to burn 2 of those shields because they're not ready to die yet. And we'll block it. This is suppressive as well. And then the last swoop doesn't have anything on it.
It has 1 wound on it.
It has.
Because I wounded it with Cody.
That's right. Okay, so it has 1 wound and it may lose a bike here. We're rolling 3 for it. And it will take 2 wounds. So 1 swoop goes down.
So the Cody strike did not go as intended. It dealt a total of 1 wound. However, the rest of the turn went really well, taking out some pikes, taking minimal wounds in return. And the bomb going off really helped me, even though it gave my opponent a victory point. So we'll see.
Like Richard said, that my placement of all my units was not so smart, but I did get a VP, and this is objective-based game. Losing almost an entire Pike squad will make things a lot more difficult this turn, and the downfall of being completely spread out is none of my cards are really going to help me at all.
Round 2, card flip. Combined arms.
Ambush. I did assault. I just gave my single order to Gar Saxon. I almost called him Cody again. It's Gar, I promise. And then everybody else did their independent stuff. I did aid and aim up here, or aided a dodge up to the single Pike squad left. And then everybody else gets their independent aims. And then all the way on the other side in this corner, I put a dodge on this single speeder and then an aim on the other swoop.
For me, order number 1 went to Cody. Order number 2 went to my generic commander. Order number 3 went to Bark number 1. Order 4 went to Bark 2. Direct from Cody went to Bark 3. Direct from the clone commander went to 5s, who then coordinated to the ARC troopers. Cody got an aim. ARC troopers got 2 surges, and then all 3 of my Barks got a surge.
Leaving you
just 2 core. Full activation control, because I'm pretending to be a droid. Moment of truth, I need it not to be a support.
And I am praying to the support gods. Got my eyes closed.
You flipped it the wrong... Well.
Thank you, Richard.
Well.
Magic fingers.
Yeah, that's
alrighty. Right. We're going to go with this guy who is flying solo. Oh, he may not be able to fit there.
Not with a compulsory, but you just partial move.
Yeah, you're right. I guess, yeah. Partial move. Be here. And then do another full move. Be here.
Mm-hmm.
Finishing with a compulsory.
Hold up. You got to drop your bomb first.
Yep, drop my bomb. Right there. And then do a compulsory over here. Try and be out of range.
I don't think you can with a single move.
Nope, I'll be getting blown up in the tailpipe, but that's okay.
Cody is up. We're going to go ahead and just perform our little jump move over here.
All right, before Richard goes any further, I do want to notate that this ARC trooper is living on the edge and standing on top of that bomb.
He sure is. He's living on a prayer, I guess.
All the Bon Jovi quotes, right?
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, Cody is going to go ahead and observe twice for free that one single Pike model. Apparently, I only have 3 observation tokens. Oh, there's a 4th. We're good. So we're just going to double do that for free because we can. And then Cody, in all of his wisdom, is going to shoot your Pike capo and go to the dice box.
Obviously, 2 dodges and heavy cover wasn't enough.
Heavy cover and a suppression on him. I have 2 red, a black, and a white. Surge to crit. An aim. Lethal 1. Just make it pierce 1. But we're going to get greedy. We're going to reroll 3. Because we have targeting scopes. So 2. No pierce.
He has danger sense 2. I do have a suppression, so I'll get to roll 3. Left-handed again. We will block 2. To the stack. It is a capo because Gar has an order. So he has 2 suppression on him. Rolling the suppression. 1 of them comes off. I know you can't see it there. I'll put it there. 1 came off. He will get 2 actions. First thing he's going to do is take a dodge and aid that dodge, and then move to behind Gar Saxon where he has line of sight invisible.
Fine.
He's got 2 suppression again.
We're going to go with this Bark because they're in danger and we need them to be moving. So what we're going to do is aim and shoot that little Pike. Then we are going to, since we're shooting them, we're going to spend an observation token to perform a speed 1 move with this unit that is in danger.
And you almost got me to say it. I'll say it anyways. Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
How many of these quotes do we get before we start violating copyright?
As many as we want, because Nobody watches. I'm just kidding. We have lots of great fans. We love you all.
I was going to say insulting our audience. This is the compulsory move at the end of the activation after I shoot you, by the way, which we need to go do. So to the dice box. This shot is mostly to start stripping away some of those dodges. We do have an aim, and there are 3 of them. So heavy cover. In the dice box, please.
Oh, that
Well,
looks good.
When you roll like that, that was a crit. So spend that aim. Heavy cover eats 2.
I'll just go ahead and burn all 3 dodges.
Burn all 3 dodges.
Back to the stack. It is a core. I think the smart move is to go with this guy that has been holding his own. He has 4 suppression. I do have 4 white defense dice, and we will remove 2.
Not my observation tokens.
Yep, so we will remove 2. This will convert, and he is just going to, there's not really a great spot. He's going to partial move right in between Gar and the other pike to try and hide a little bit better.
Seems cowardly.
Or logical.
I want one of my core, so I'm going to take one of my core. And it's going to be this blue unit, who is still at 3 of Black Suns that are terrifying, because they have Magdet and horrible things over there. So we're going to shoot them, and then strategically retreat to the dice box.
Good thing I put them right out in the open for you.
As previously noted, they're right out in the open, all nice and easy to shoot for me. 5 black, 6 white, no surges, no aims, no nothing.
Oh, wow.
But that does appear to be a really good roll. So 5. Kind of wish I had a search token.
All right, rolling red dice. And we will lose 3 models. Oh, we do have a search token, so we'll spend that bad boy. So we'll lose 2 models. To the stack. It's a core. I'm going to go with this other pike squad here and move and shoot this way. See if I can maybe blow up a bark. Get lucky. We're going to move there. That should be at range 3. We're going to double check. They will still obviously have heavy cover. Yeah, that'll be range 3. And to the dice box. All right, that same shot. 7 black, 1 red. Not as good as last time. That was a crit. And after heavy cover, just 1 crit going through.
Okay, I have a search token, so 66% chance to get a search token. Delaying tactics time. We're going to go with the captain and bolster. We're going to bolster my ARC troopers and bolster my lovely Boyle squad, and then take an aim, because that's what clones do.
They share. They're brothers. Back to the stack. It is my other swoop bike. I need to get them out of bomb danger, because you only get lucky once when it comes to the bombs.
True.
We're going to go here. Kind of cut it close. So yeah, and then compulsory, I think I will probably be out of range 2.
So compulsory move.
Compulsory move, and then we will take a dodge.
Take a dodge.
Because no shooting this time.
We're going to go with this here, bark, because I saw there's a spot. Ooh, I'm bumping it. There's a spot here that I want to get to be able to drop a bomb. We'll see if I can get there in just a compulsory move, but I don't think so. So if the bomb were to be there, dear viewers, I believe that's outside of range 1.
Yep.
It is. So what we're going to do is first action move. We're going to move to here. Oh, there we go. And if we were to put the bomb there, that's within range 1.
I like it. I agree.
So we'll go ahead and drop the bomb there. And then I believe what we do is we go ahead and just perform a third move.
And get out of bomb range.
Get out of bomb range and just kind of be a nuisance on a flank. Yeah, out of bomb range. Lovely.
Going to the stack. It is a special forces. I'm going to go with my bomb carrier over there.
The bomb carrier.
He is going to take advantage of Richard running away, and we're going to run at Richard.
What? I still have other units.
Yeah, no, we're probably just going to go there. I'm not quite ready to totally get exposed, so we'll hang back and then take another dodge.
Sounds good. ARC Trooper time. We need to get them over here in order to deal with some other things. So we're going to stop stepping on the bomb.
You mean riding the bomb?
Sure, riding the bomb. And we're just going to have enough models on finicky flight stands touching this cover to give us cover. And then we're going to go, well, like I said, finicky flight stands.
If only they had magnets, they would stand on that metal part.
Yeah, well. And then what we're going to do is measure 3. And we don't have it, but we do have an echo shot into some black suns. So what we're going to do is heavy cover down to light. We'll have up to 2 aims, and we'll see if we can just put 1 damage on them.
To the dice box.
2 red, an aim from tactical, possible aim from our clone commander friend for borrowing, and critical 1. We'll just make that 1, and 1 goes away to cover, make it lethal. So pierce.
Just taking a wound. To the stack, it is my other squad. They do have a suppression. They don't really care, but we'll not roll it off. Okay, our first action, this is the unit leader here on the little flight stand, is we're going to jump up here. Make sure we are exactly ranged. Everybody else is gone. So we're okay with being a little bit closer. And then we're going to take a out of cover shot into 5's squad. We do have an aim token that we can use. So the dice box.
Oh, the dice box indeed.
All right, range 3 Mandos, 4 blacks, 4 whites. I do have an aim, no cover. And we do surge.
You surge to hit?
No, we don't surge. I forgot they don't surge. That's why I bring that other guy so we get surge tokens. So I will re-roll the 2 blacks with the aim token for 1 more. So 4 going through.
Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and Guardian one of those onto Boyle's squad and roll that. They block it. That's 1. And then 3 onto 5's squad. We have a possible surge token to steal. We can't steal it. We take 1 wound. So off camera, did a little bit of pre-measuring just to see some things. And what I saw is this bark could compulsory and get a nice fire support shot because somebody moved within range 3 of me. And if you've ever played me, you know, compulsory move, by the way, I hate Mandalorians, so I will do everything in my power to shoot and kill them whenever possible.
Take advantage of my mistake.
So what we're going to do is compulsory, aim, shoot, fire support 5s, and see if we can wipe some Mandos. 2 red, 8 black, 2 white, surge to hit, heavy cover, but we have an aim. That's not the best roll I've ever had with black dice here. But that's why we aim. So we'll go ahead and spend that aim. We do surge to hit because we're on the bark platform. So heavy cover takes 2. It will be 6 into the Mandalorians.
That could be dangerous, especially since I used my shields before. Rolling 6 red dice. See what happens. And we will lose 1 Mando. Going back to the stack, it is my last core. The Black Suns, who have been just soaking up the damage. They do have 2 suppression. And we'll roll 1 off.
That's 2 actions.
Yeah, we get 2 actions now. The problem is chasing down is probably not perfect for those guys, but we still need to support our Mando friends, so we're just going to see if we can get anybody at range 2. I don't think that's possible. So we will continue to just move forward and stagger my squad half here. And maybe here we'll get some cover.
My last activation is this lovely mint green Z6 squad with Boyle. We've taken no wounds, and we can see the Black Suns, and
so why not?
We're in range 3. So when in Rome, shoot a Black Sun unit.
So the dice box.
It's slot machine time again. 5 black, 6 white, with a maximum of 2 aims, thanks to our clone commander banking 1 for us. And we start off decent. We're going to spend aim number 1 here. Maybe I should have put targeting scopes on these guys.
Maybe.
Definitely should have put targeting scopes on them. And then the other aim. Nice. Okay. So we'll take 2 away and force you to roll 5.
All right. All right.
Don't roll like those Mandalorians.
We do have 1 surge token, so let's See what happens. And we will use the surge and take 1 wound. Going to go ahead with Gar Saxon. He has 2 suppression. He doesn't remove any. That changes things. He's courage 2, so that gives him 1 action. I was hoping to move the corner and take shots, but I will just be staying put and shooting at this guy with my ranged 2 gun to the dice box.
Light cover.
All right, Gar Saxon is sharpshooter 1, so no cover. He shoots a red, 2 blacks, and a white. Surge to crit. Pierce 1. Oh, wow. That was a thing that happened. Just 1. Pierce 1.
Oh, well, Pierce 1, I take a wound then. At the end of the round, I'm detonating a bomb, and it's going to blow up one of my barks. That does have a search token. 3 red dice is 3 hits. And 3 hits with 3 defense dice is, spinning a surge, 1 wound.
The Mandos moved forward, and their human meat shield of Black Suns has worked ecstatically, perfectly, wonderfully, exactly how I planned. And by that, I mean I had no idea what was going to happen. But they're doing a good job. The Pikes are continuing to just roll dice and not really do a lot of damage. Gar Saxon kind of flubbed, but he's in a spot to maybe defend the bombs for a little bit longer. And last but not least, my Mandos are champs, only taking and losing a single model as I move around over here.
Yeah, the Mando's losing only a single model hurt with how many dice I was putting into them, but that's why I hate Mandalorians. My center's holding. I'm starting to score VP. I'm putting the pressure on. We'll see if I can play defense on the kind of the back corner over here. To turn 3, I guess.
Yep. VP scores 2-1. Round 3 card flip.
Have I ever let you down?
Marked for elimination. No, rot. And I said it. I'm sorry. Gar Saxon got the order. From there, he gets 2 aims. I did choose Cody as my marked for elimination, so he got 2 suppression and 4 observation tokens. And then token time. Starting over here with Black Suns, aiming at a surge. The Mandos get an aim. They still have both their shields. Everybody kept their dodges this time on my Pike squads. The other Mandos get an aim. The swoop in the front took an aim, and the swoop in the back, because there's only one guy, also took an aim.
Okay. That means it's my turn. So Clone Commander Cody got an order. Boyle's squad that has Guardian got an order from the command card. Then my Clone Cody directed to a bark with a bomb. That's gonna maybe try and shoot some Mandos. Who knows? Then the Clone Commander directed to 5s, who then yelled at my ARC Troopers. That's that. And then I gave out a bunch of search tokens, and target 1 on Cody gave him a name.
Going to the stack. It's a core. I'm going to go with that full Pike squad.
Oh.
Take an aim, and we're going to shoot into the bark here.
Oh.
And maybe we're going to slot machine our end.
So be it.
It is 7 black, 1 red.
Heavy cover.
Heavy cover.
Ugh.
That looks
Gross.
not too bad. We'll use that aim on the blank one real quick.
I'll pick up 5 red defense dice.
For 1 more. So all 8 coming through. Heavy cover will take away 2.
And by 8, you mean 7.
Yep.
And by 7, I'll roll 5. And take 2. And break. So let's go ahead and roll the break die. Which is weapon destroyed. It's bark time. We're going to shoot some Mandos. Fire support in 5's squad. Then move. So we're going to just go ahead and do the moves now, since we know what the dice pool is anyway. We're going to move, so no aim, unfortunately, this time.
It's all right. It's an objective-based game.
It is. So we're going to move there. We're going to drop the bomb within range 1, because we need to score. And then we're going to compulsory. And just keep on heading this way. We will be within range of our bomb this time, but there's nothing we can do about that. To the dice box for the fire support shot.
Let's go heavy cover Mando.
Once again, we have 2 red, 2 white, and 8 black dice into heavy cover. Surge to hit. That's not bad.
No.
We take away 2, it's 4. I guess it could be a little bit better.
Surging on blocks. And we'll block everything. I'm going to go with Gar. He is going to take another aim action to give him a total of 3 aims and just shoot blue in the face to the dice box. All right, sharpshooter 1, pierce 1. It is 1 red, 2 blacks, and a white. Surge to crit. And wow, we don't really need aims at all this time. Okay, 4 coming through, pierce 1.
All 4. It is what it is.
I'll take 2.
Okay. That actually breaks me, so weapon destroyed again. Okay. To the ARC troopers, because at this point I realize I gotta kill some Mandos. So what we're gonna do is just go ahead and speed 2 move to there to get our aim token. I'm gonna just leave 1 model back for that nice Guardian range, just in case.
Yeah, well, you can come up quite a bit more, but I know exactly what you're thinking.
Yep. And then we're just going to put our range 3 shot into open cover Mandos with 2 shields to the dice box. 2 red, 4 black, critical 1, open shot with an aim, targeting scopes, and 2 surge tokens. This, theoretically, is not as good as it should have been. But I think I might have to make... Well, no, because you're just going to take 2 away for your silly shield token. So spend the aim. And I guess spend both surge tokens to make sure that 6 are going through.
And like you said, I'll go ahead and spend the shields.
I need you to start losing some Mandos, please.
And we will lose 1 single Mando.
Okay.
To the stack, it is another core. I'm going to go with the Black Suns. I think this will be the first time on stream that I actually get to shoot with the Black Suns, so I'm super pumped.
Rally.
I will have to rally first, so let's see if we get... It doesn't come off, but we're Courage 2. So I'm going to take another aim and shoot into what should be
open.
Out in the open clones to the dice box. Alrighty, it is a black and a white, and a black and a white for a total of 4 dice, 2 aim tokens. And I'm definitely going to need to burn that surge token right out the gate.
Well, you're precise.
I'm precise. Oh, okay, so I can reroll 3. So we'll use the first aim for a crit, and we'll use the second aim for... should have just kept it. Alrighty.
So most importantly, I'm in Guardian range.
Yep.
So we're going to Guardian one of those and hope that it's a blank. I'm not going to spend their surge token and take a wound on them so I can perform a shot with Cody. And then 2 onto the Z6. Who will also take a wound. And then since we're here, let's go just take that shot with Cody into your Black Suns. Surge to crit. It'll be 1.
And I do have 1 surge token available because I didn't spend it before. Rolling 1. And we'll block it.
To the stack. A bark. It's going to be the blue bark. The blue bark is not at range 1 of the pike. So we'll aim and shoot the single pike model, and then perform our compulsory move. We are damaged a bit, but that's okay.
Yep, so you'll have 1 less white die.
The horror! To the dice box. Double rainbow, but minus a white die, with an aim into, I think it was...
You were shooting through, I should have.
Yeah, it still would have been heavy cover because of the new cover rules, which everyone in the community knows and loves. Spend the aim. Oh, and the dice box, please. So after heavy cover and your dodge, it'll be 1.
That's enough to kill him.
That's all I need.
Oh,
we got him.
First blood. To the stack, it is these guys because I'm not ready for anybody else. Rolling, we'll roll it here. We remove 1 suppression.
That's 2 actions.
That's 2 actions. Who is a bigger target, a bigger threat? We're going to get more fire shooting things over there.
Maybe. Who's to say?
Alrighty, after I thought about it for a few minutes and said alrighty 1 more time, I will simply move to range 2 of 5's squad. I think that is the bigger target, so we are going to come back as far as we can because we'll have to be down below. And take a range 2 shot into 5's squad. I'll have 1 aim for potential lethal. 6 black dice, no cover. They have a surge token. I have an aim token, and they can guardian. And
Gross.
I think I just go ahead and make it pierce. So
Guardian 1. Ah, we blocked it. And then fires the squad.
and
We'll spend the surge token.
we'll pierce 1.
Great. I don't like what's going on. So we're going to go to the stack and get a bark. It's this other injured bark. And here's where we're going to get silly.
You sure?
I think so. We're going to compulsory. Oh, we got to turn a little bit more.
Let me get in close to give those good close-up shots.
To there.
Cool helmets.
And, yep, so we're going to drop the bomb off here. Because you cannot get there as long as I'm still there. So what we're going to do then is measure a range 4 real quick. Ooh. I was eyeballing it. I'm going to be off. So what we do instead is just aim and shoot these pikes over here.
To the dice box.
Double rainbow minus a white with an aim, heavy cover, and a dodge. That's perfect.
Yeah, you can't ask for better.
So, I mean, honestly, heavy cover and dodge is, well, you can dodge crits. Never mind. This is perfect. Heavy cover, dodge.
Yep.
You roll 2.
We'll block 1, take 1. Back to the stack. Core. It's my swoops. I don't know what I'm doing.
Does anybody really?
Gonna go over. We can jump corners and then fly with our second action. We have to try and do some damage. So we're gonna touch the piece of terrain here and shoot those guys then out in the open.
How rude.
We'll have an aim token to the dice box. It's a full squad, so I've got 2 reds, 2 blacks. They do surge to hit. There's light cover from suppression. We have 1 aim. And we'll use that aim. We're sending 3 in.
Guardian 1. We blocked it. Anyway, we can borrow a surge.
You rolled too many.
What? Oh, whoops. Let's re-roll that then.
You're
Great.
Good.
Cody's up. He has 2 suppression on him because somebody marked him for elimination or something. And he will continue to have 2 suppression on him. That's unfortunate. We're going to go ahead and observe the Black Suns for fun. That might come in later. Who knows? And, well, I wanted 2 aims, but we'll live with 1 aim into heavy cover to the dice box. 2 red, a black, a white, heavy cover. 3 crits here would be fantastic because we have lethal. Or nothing so far. And so we'll have to re-roll 2 just to force a roll. Well, take a suppression.
Thank you. To the stack again. It is the other swoop. I realized giving him an aim really didn't help. He's definitely not anywhere in range. So we have to get him into the fight and try and start clearing some of these core guys. So I am going to compulsory, then double move.
I like that you compulsoried onto your stack.
Yep, well, yeah, exactly. Bam. Now I'm going to land on your stack because that's just...
Not if I move it.
Oh, you beat me to it. There we go.
I've done it.
There. He's done.
To the stack. It's Commander. This Commander. He's
Your
going
commander, my commander.
aim, fire support, try to wipe out these swoops because they're annoying.
They can be. To the dice box.
7 black dice, 6 white dice, no surge, but we do have a surge token, and an aim, no cover because of sharpshooter. That's miserable.
Maybe that's the way you feel about it. Maybe one of my...
Slot machine ain't working here. Let's spend that aim. Okay, we'll spend the surge token to make it 4.
All right, I do surge to crit here. Or crit block. And we'll block 1, lose 1 swoop. To the stack. It is my other commander here. He, because there's a couple bombs around, is going to take a dodge as his first action. And then he's going to shoot into light cover, Bark over here, to the dice box. 3 black dice. We do not surge. We'll send 1 crit through.
Well, so be it. I'll block it. Last thing in the stack is this core right here, which desperately needs to roll off 2. It only rolls off 1. So here's the thing. I need to try and delay them as much as possible here. So I'm going to use my 1 medic charge to bring a model back. And then what I do is I take a standby.
Back to the stack. It is my last Mando squad. This will be the last activation. I do have 2 suppression as well.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll need to roll. Let's see if I can get 1 off. I get both of them off. All right.
That's unfortunate.
So we'll get 2 actions. And I will be a madman. Where's range 2? I'll be able to do a...
I think if you do a full move, you should be just outside.
Yep, so I can be just outside, and then we will take our second move action.
And you will be within range for dropping the bomb.
Yep, so I can drop the bomb, put it right in front of me, but before I drop the bomb, so it's going to sit right there in front of me, you get to shoot at me.
Yep, to the dice box. 5 black, 6 white. I have to deal 3 wounds and kill the Mando squad so they cannot drop the bomb, which means we need at least 3 paint here. We get 4.
That's enough.
However, your Mandos have saved God tier all game.
Don't badmouth me yet. We got this. And we'll continue to have this.
I hate them so much. Starting with the bomb into the bike. 3 red into the bark. That's 3. Will the bark continue to survive? It will not. It will take 3 wounds and blow up. And then we've got 3 into the Mandos. And will they continue to save perfectly? So far, yes.
Yes.
Yep, they're fine. And then 3 into my clones.
2.
Okay, 1 wound.
Gar Saxon shot perfect that time, but only did 1 damage. The other pike guy ended up dying, so kill points are to Richard right now. Then the other pikes are hanging in there. My Mandos, like Richard has said, have been saving extremely well. And the meat shields that are the Black Suns are continuing to hang in there. My swoops are in danger zone right now. We'll see what happens.
Well, just shooting Mandos is just giving me a headache right now. So we're going to stop shooting Mandos because I've put in a ton of firepower into them and done nothing. So instead, we're going to just start getting kill points because at this point, we're both going to score 3, like Chris was saying, and it comes down to who can kill more. So there's a few targets on the board I just have to take out. So we're going to see if we can do that next turn. Turn 4 in this game, Attack of the Clones.
And aggression. I issued my order to Gar Saxon. And please, in the comments, if I'm doing this wrong, let me know. I gave him an aim from the card because I only issued 1 order. Then the pikes both took their dodges. Everybody else got aims. And my swoops, because of independent, decided to take dodges this time.
Every clone but my clone commander got an order thanks to Direct and Fives coordinating and giving out 3 orders with Attack of the Clones. That's what I'm thinking about. So then a bunch of people got surge tokens, and then a bunch more people got surge tokens from aggressive tactics, and then Echo generated a surge token. So I'm loaded up with surge tokens. We'll see if I can put them to use.
I'm just glad you had enough 6-up supply surge tokens. Thanks, guys. To the stack. It is a core. I'm going to go with the Black Suns. These arcs have decided to come really close.
1 suppression on you.
Oh, yep. Let's see if it comes off. It doesn't.
You don't care.
Too. Yep, we don't care. We're going to come and just right here, make sure we're at range 1. And we are. And to the dice box, we have 1 aim. I don't have frag grenades because I couldn't afford them. So I am rolling 3 blacks for the Magdat and then a black and a white for the other guy.
The Vigo.
The Vigo. Oh, we do have an aim I'm going to put that surge over there. Oh, you reroll 3. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do with blacks. That's what I wanted to see. 5 going through. No cover.
So be it. I'm going... Can you double check that I'm in Guardian range? I should be.
Yes, because you set that up last time.
Great. We're going to Guardian 1. Wonderful. And then we're going to roll 4, because ARC Troopers are more valuable than a Phase 1. So, and we'll block 3, take 1. ARC Troopers are going to go. Rally. They don't. That's okay. We're just going to kind of do that wiggle over here. And we're going to kill these Mandos. And how we're going to kill those Mandos is we're going to fire support the C6 squad. And if that doesn't take them out, nothing will.
To the dice box.
Okay, I'm really trying to take these Mandos out. They have no cover thanks to my Sharpshooter 1. I have 2 red, 7 black. Wait, yes, 7 black, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 white dice, an aim, a possible second aim from Cody, critical 1, 2 surge tokens. The whole 9 yards here, people.
Good thing God gave you 2 hands so you can roll all that dice.
Honestly.
I see 1 surge, so you got that. All right.
We got 2 surges in here, and there's a critical 1 in there as well.
That's what I was figuring.
We're gonna spend an aim to reroll 3 dice.
Ooh.
Nice. We're gonna spend a surge token in order to convert that to a hit. And then we're gonna spend Cody's aim to make it lethal and make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 at Pierce 1. You get to roll 14 dice.
All right. All right, 14 red defense dice. Here we go. Oh, I see a lot of blanks in there.
Oh, well, yep, that'll...
Yep, they're all dead. All right.
We did it.
It is the Special Forces. 1 turn too late. But I'll go with this other one. We're still at range 2. Oh, wait, you decided to pull a guy.
Yep, we're no longer at 2.
No longer at 2, so I get to move and shoot. I have to try and kill 5's squad. We're going to move this way. I think we just move. Yeah, we'll jump here. Validate, we're at range 2. Yep, we don't even need to go that far, so we'll come back a little bit. I'll put these other guys on this side of the area light, touching it, and we'll shoot into no cover 5s to the dice box. 6 black dice, 1 aim. Oh, wow, we don't surge.
So it's 3 right now?
3 right now. I think I'll go ahead and just roll the 2 and see if I can get 2 more. Nope, 1 more. All right.
Is it Pierce natively?
Nope, I got to spend it.
Just 4. I'll spend a search token, take 1. It's clone time, and when it's clone time, we go with Cody. Cody has 1 suppression on him still, so let's just check that out. Nope, he keeps it. Let's just measure real quick. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and observe you. How do you like being observed?
Oh, voyeurs.
We're going to take an aim, because we can, and then we're going to shoot into those Mandos. Since we're touching this piece of terrain, and you don't have any suppression, it'll be... Oh, wait, I'm not Sharpshooter. You'll still have light cover. We're going to fire support Boyle's squad with the Z6 slot machine and see what some crits can do for us.
All right, looking at the same thing in the dice box. A lot of dice.
2 red, 5 black, and 7 white with an aim into light cover. 2 observation tokens, surge to crit, and the possibility of lethal 1. And we surge to crit. So 5, 6 at Pierce 1 seems better than rerolling 3. Oh, I have observation tokens, so
Roll 2.
Reroll 2. I can still do that. Yeah, that's even better. I feel so much better about this choice. Spend that for Pierce thanks to lethal, so it'll be 6, 8, Pierce 1, so you get 9 dice.
All right, 9 red dice. We will lose 2 models. 1 guy will be alive. To the stack, the core. All I've got left are the pikes over here. They are going to do a speed move around the corner, touching the piece of terrain, and shoot this bark with light cover.
Not my bark. To the dice box.
1 less model in there, so that's 6 black, 1 red. And
That's a pretty good roll.
yep, we will send 4 through after cover.
4 through after cover. I only have 2 health left. Well, 3 wounds. To the stack. Commander. Okay. This commander, because it has to be.
Obviously, he's going to give out lots of surges, right, and not shoot anybody.
No, we're going to aim and fire support 5s into that bike. To the dice box. 7 black dice. Sharpshooter 1 takes away your cover. You have a dodge. We have an aim and the ability to take some surge tokens. And by some surge tokens, I mean 1 surge token. In the box, please. Which we will be needing to steal a surge token, thanks to that surge result. And then we'll spend that aim.
All right, we'll dodge 1.
Dodge 1, make it 5.
All right, white dice. We will block a total of 1. The bike or the swoop is dead. To the stack, it is the capo because Gar continues to have his aim. We are just beyond range 2, so we'll definitely be at range 3. Still touching the piece of terrain. I'm going to take an aim. We'll take a shot at that bark to the dice box. 3 black dice looking for crits. And we got surges. That does not help. Reroll those 2 surges. For 1, nothing.
Lovely. It's a bark no matter what. So we're gonna honestly ignore Gar Saxon and that capo because the amount of effort it's going to take to actually do anything to them is more than I'm willing to put in. So we're going to compulsory to here. We're going to then move to here. Measure range 3, but I believe I'll have a shot into those black suns. Let's see.
Double checking range right now.
This is range 3. Oh, yeah. So shot into the black suns to the dice box. Double rainbow heavy cover, but you miss 100% of the shots. You don't shoot at black suns. 2 after cover.
Rolling red dice. We do not have a surge this time. So we'll lose the heavy. To the stack. It is a swoop. I'm going to go with this guy here.
What's he doing?
He's going to move forward. We did a little measurement off camera, and he can touch the building. So we'll get a no cover shot onto
Light cover.
Light cover, excuse me, they have suppression. And then afterwards, he will do an overrun. So I'm just going to finish with that compulsory at the end, displacing everybody so we can do both attacks at the same time. To the dice box. I'm going to go ahead and tap emergency transponders since they don't have an order, giving them an aim. Light cover on this first shot, if it can end up in the box. So 1 will go through.
Okay. I have some surge tokens, but I don't need it.
All right, the overrun attack is 2 whites and a red. Yep, 2 whites and a red. I only have 1 guy, so it's just 1 attack. And we'll use that aim for 2.
I'll go ahead and roll 2. And spend their surge token.
Gar is going to activate. He is just going to move and touch the piece of terrain so that he's at range 4 of 5's squad here. And they'll get a no cover shot to the dice box. We have 1 aim. This is a single rainbow. I need everything to hit. Oh, he surges
so
to crit. I'm just going to go ahead and spend it to make it lethal. So 3 are going through. Or 2 are going through lethal. Here's 1.
2. We'll block both, so we take 1.
There is not much left in my army. I have single models and then a bunch of pikes hiding in the back. I need another round of potential good dice saves because those huge dice pools finally outlasted my Mandos.
It took long enough, but we did, like you said, finally get there. Yeah, things are looking really good. It turned around. The Mandalorian saves were frustrating at first, but we're doing better now.
Round 5, card flip.
Synchronized offensive.
Victory or death.
Order from the card went to the Bark, who then synchronized offensive to the ARC Troopers. Clone Commander issued to 5s, who then bounced it to Cody.
Mine, because it's Gar Saxon and 2 troopers went to the pikes. I know that sounds crazy, but this card allows me to put aims on those guys. So they've got aims this turn.
Okay, we're going to go with Cody. We're going to pick a second aim. We're going to bump him a bunch. Don't mean to. We're going to fire support 5s, and we're going to try and take out that Mando once and for all. To the dice box. We're going to free action observe that Mandalorian as well because for my morale, need him to die. 2 red, 4 black, and a white. Heavy cover thanks to suppression, but I surge to crit and have 2 aims and 2 observation tokens. Well, that's everything. We'll make it lethal.
So 2 away, go away for cover.
2 go away for cover, so 5, pierce 1, so you get 6.
Oh, that is definitely a makeable number. When you're at 9 and 14, that's difficult. At 6,
that's true.
It's makeable, but not this time. Dead Mando. To the stack. That is really unfortunate. Dead Mando.
Goodbye, Mando.
Bye-bye. All right. I don't hate that pull. We're going to go here.
Swoop.
Swoop. Swoop. Swoop.
Come on. Swoop. There it is.
We are going to fly over these guys with our move action.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to overrun them?
We are going to shoot, and then we're going to overrun 5s.
Oh, what are we shooting?
We're going to shoot 5s. I want to kill 5s. I've been working this entire game to kill 5s.
Yeah, okay.
If we don't kill them, we'll overrun somebody else.
Gotcha. To the dice box.
Red into black. Into no cover. 2.
I'm going to Guardian 1. And take a wound. And then...
Switch dice.
5s also takes a wound. We're back here for the overrun.
Alrighty, 5's made it. Ready, here it goes. And 1.
I can't Guardian that. He lives. Arcs are going to go. We are cleanup duty right now. So we're going to move for that no cover shot. We get that aim. And we're going to go to the dice box. 2 red, 3 black, 3 white. Critical 1. We'll make it pierce. And that'll do it.
Oh, yeah. He'll just die.
Yeah.
Take another aim, and it's now just a moral thing. We're going to shoot into 5s one more time. All we need to do is get that 1 hit going through or something like that. Because I'm so excited, I forgot to say I am taking a second aim. So we'll have 2 aims. He will have no cover because of sharpshooter. I need a surge or a crit. And we don't get it just yet. So I'll use that first aim to see if we can get a surge or a crit. We got a crit. Make it lethal.
Okay. I won't Guardian anything, and 5s will die. We're going to go with the bark. We're going to compulsory move. We're going to aim. And we're going to shoot this thing over here. The swoop bike, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's a swoop. We finally got it right, guys.
Light cover. Okay, light cover, but we have an aim and we search to hit.
Hey.
I mean, that ain't bad. Spend that aim. Light cover. 3. Just enough.
Feeling good. There it is. Perfect roll. It's all or nothing. Like I said, victory or death. We're going to climb up.
Victory or death, indeed.
And we are going to shoot these arcs right there. We do have an aim because of the card to the dice box. We're down 1 guy still, so that's 6 black and 1 red.
It's light cover for all of you keeping track at home.
Yep. We do have an aim. No surges. Oh, that's not enough. 1 going through, or 2 going through.
2 going through. We do have 2 surges, and we'll just lose a model. It's a core. Let's go with this core. Let's rally. That's dodges on you. We got to remember that for later. Here's the first 2, and then the third. Okay.
Hey.
1 action. We're going to shoot that swoop. You'll have heavy cover because I'm not touching the crystal, and you have a dodge, but slot machine. Let's see what we can do. The unkillable swoop bike versus 3 black, 6 white, no aim.
We'll be fine.
The unkillable swoop bike.
We'll keep its dodge. Now that Richard has killed most of my army, I'm going to pass.
And I'm going to go with this core. The other Z6, which is going to aim and shoot a swoop bike.
You sure you don't want to dodge?
No, I think I'm going to aim.
All righty, to the dice box.
It's going to be 4 black, 6 white with an aim from us and an aim from Cody into light cover with a dodge. Well, that's already better than before. We'll spend aim number 1. That's very good.
You
we'll
definitely
spend aim
need to
number
put
2.
Scopes on them.
Well, maybe. It's still white dice. Light cover, dodge, 4. Will you roll perfect again? Possibly.
I'm feeling confident. All surges. 2,
Well.
and he's alive.
Take 1.
Victory or death. We're going to take another aim. Heavy cover into the arcs.
Good luck.
I need 3 crits here. I got 2 aims. Same thing as before. Well, that doesn't help, so we'll go ahead and...
Well, re-roll that one that bounced out.
Oh.
In the dice box.
Okay, so we got 2 hits.
Still doesn't help.
Still doesn't help. We'll go ahead and re-roll the first 2. With my first aim, there's 1 crit. Second aim, I need 2 natural crits here. I got 1. All right, I'll take it.
Fine.
Take it.
So be it. We will spend a surge to take more wounds. Last thing, Clone Commander. Aim and shoot this silly little bike to the dice box. 3 black dice. Sharpshooter 1. No cover this time. No dodge. We have an aim. We have a surge we can borrow. 3.
Feeling surgeon all day. Nope, he's dead. He blows up.
That was about as good a round of cleanup as I could possibly have hoped for. I cleaned up a lot of things. That swoop bike did not want to die, but went down finally in the end.
I was hoping and praying that he would just roll perfect one more time so my white dice could continue to be amazing. Killing a few arcs, not upset about that. Finally killing 5s. I feel like that card victory worked in my favor for that one thing.
Sixth and final round. We got to bring it down.
Fight another day.
Order time to talk. It's Cody. He directed to the bark, and then my captain yelled at Boyle's squad.
Once with the Gar Saxon card, I was only able to give orders up to range 1. So Gar and the Capo have it, because with this card they get dodges automatically. The Capo then aided that dodge up to the pikes up there, so the pikes have 2 dodges.
Cody's going to go because this is I get to observe you twice turn. I'm going to throw 4 observation tokens on Gar. I'm going to take an aim. I'm going to shoot Gar, and then I'm going to fire support this clone. To the dice box. Once again, we will have a massive dice pool. It will be 2 red, 5 black, 7 white, 2 aims, 4 observation tokens, heavy cover, a dodge, and a shield. So quite a bit going on.
Ooh,
that's fantastic, actually.
There wasn't so many hits. Gar could actually dodge crits this time.
But... So one's going to be to make it lethal, so it will be Pierce 1 at some point. We're going to spend an aim to reroll 3 because I have targeting scopes. Excellent. We're going to spend observation token number 1. Okay. We're going to spend observation token number 2. And number 3. And that's number 3. I can't do math. Last one. So we missed 2 white dice. Heavy cover takes 2. A shield takes another 1.
We'll dodge 1 more.
Oh yeah, you have a dodge. So 3, 6, 8 at Pierce 1, so you get 9 because you're a Mando.
Okay. It's blockable.
It is blockable. You've done it to me already this game.
And we will take
4 with Pierce.
So he will live.
Oh, wait, no, you take 3. It's just your blanks.
Oh, yep. So 3. All right. Going with Gar right out the gate. He will not remove his suppression. It's okay. The bark is at range 2. So I am going to shoot and then slide back this way to be line of sight to the dice box. Light cover down to no cover. We do surge to crit and pierce. All right. So 4 going through. Pierce 1.
We have a surge. We'll take 3 and break. Damage this time, not weapon destroyed. Okay. Stack. Commander. Oh, you don't have these anymore. We're going to go ahead and just move over here because I know my chance at killing Gar is with these ARC troopers. So we're just going to bolster them and give them 1 more surge token. I guess we'll throw 1 on Cody for fun.
Going with the Capo. He's just going to turn the corner just enough to... Oh, he's got to come all the way up here. No, he can just come to here. Light cover.
Yeah, because my pancake.
Yep, your pancake's too wide.
Nope.
To the dice box.
Yep, the judge says it's light cover.
I need all three. I feel I can get all three. And I got one. Oh, wow.
To the stack. Trooper. Let's get 2 white dice. Nothing. So we'll just take a dodge.
All I've got left is my order control of the guys here. We are going to take an aim and shoot into the arcs. They're going to have heavy cover. To the dice box. 6 black and a red. Oh, that's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. We need an aim. And nope. So 1 after heavy cover.
Block it. To the stack. It's the ARC Troopers. Now, I might not get the shot that I want to take. We get one off.
Get one off. Yay.
So we will get the shot. We're going to come all the way out here so that we can see Gar Saxon
Silhouetted.
by a sliver of a silhouette. We will pick up a second aim from Hunter and see if we can take out the Mandalorian General. 2 red, 2 black, 2 aims. Heavy down to light. Critical 1. We got that. There's 2 hits right now. 1 has to be for Pierce. We'll spend the other aim looking for 2 more hits.
Critical.
We have critical 1. Well, that's a shame because light cover takes 1. It's 2 Pierce 1. We need 2 wounds to go through.
And he'll block
Only
2.
1. The only shot that might possibly get to Gar Saxon is the bark at this point, but it's damaged. So let's see. It only gets 1 action. There's no way it can make it to Gar Saxon.
Okay, that is the end of the game. Tallied up kill points, and the Shadow Collective did not have enough to overcome the power of the clone army. All right, thank you guys and gals and everybody else out there for watching another exciting game of Crit to Block between Richard and myself. We had a lot of fun.
Yes.
Just kind of recapping from the Shadow Collective perspective, I can't be upset at all. My defense dice were phenomenal. Even the white dice. The only time that it failed was when I had too many dice to roll. We had to count a lot to make sure we got up to those fire sport attacks.
Yes. So. I mean, Clone Fire Sport continues to be incredibly strong, especially when you have platforms that surge to hit or surge to crit. With the observation tokens from Cody, this is my first time playing Cody. That was more powerful than I thought. Being able to just re-roll an insane number of dice and end up with 8+ hits. I mean, I think I had 2 maybe 3 rolls that I said 13 or 14.
Yeah. It was intense, and then cover only matters so much.
It only matters so much, and even with surging red defense dice, you're still taking 4 to 5 wounds when you're rolling 15 dice. And so, I mean, your Mandalorian saves especially were incredibly good early on. I despise Mandalorians for that exact reason. But I can't complain. The army performed very well. I was a little worried when you got your 3 points before I got mine.
Yeah.
I really thought I could stop the Mandos over there, and it just nothing was going my way on those shots in the early rounds. So
I really think you're right. Rounds 2 through 3 were definitely on my side for the objective. I looking back 2020, the only really major concern or misplay that I really had was trying to kill 5s with those Mando squads, maybe dropping them off the tower over here and moving a little bit. They may have been able to pick up the bomb, but you would have probably just detonated that one first and forced me to wait on the other one. But you did a really good job of all your bomb placements and me just being just outside of being able to pick them up.
Thank you. The other thing that really helped me was taking the Pike squad early. I mean, that's devastating because that's a huge amount of your fire support. So if you're shooting a Pike squad, focus fire it until it's gone. That's the lesson. That's the takeaway here.
Yep, and good point there. Making sure you are focus firing, because I did kind of get a little sporadic through the middle turns 3 and 4 that I was just picking people and randomly shooting. But my army was extremely spread out. I think had I been able to condense it a little bit more, I may have been able to win. But hey, I had a lot of fun.
I had a lot of fun too.
All right. Thanks, y'all.
Thanks for watching.